I can't believe it. What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're going to be checking out Legendary, a Marvel deck building game, Captain America 75th Anniversary Expansion. Although this isn't the last one in the video series, this is the last one I needed to get. Now I have all the expansions and sets, with some of those unboxing coming after this one. This set is currently out of print, and if you want to get it, it's possible you're gonna have to pay more than the retail, but if you're vigilant and you're staying on secondhand sites, you'll be able to get yourself a copy, or maybe in the future they'll re-release. I really hope they re-release it, because this is a highly sought after expansion. I've seen it go like above $100. I was able to snag this one for $50. I hope that just means that Upper Deck is just going to re-release it and it'll be worth like $20, and that I overpaid and that everyone else will be able to get it for much cheaper. Let's open it up. I hope it's sealed. Like, it's supposed to be brand new, and I believe it, although I have gotten sets that were like resealed. I mean, at this point, as long as it's complete, I'm happy, and it does have that, whatever this is, to hang it up. I mean, that makes me think it's pretty new. I also partially think the person who listed it either didn't care or didn't really know what it was. Well, they knew kind of what it was based on the box, but maybe not as much about how it's worth. Or maybe they just thought, like, the bidding price would just keep going up, which I'm sure it would have had it stayed on, but I was able to get onto it pretty early in the morning and just snipe it up for the buy now price of $50. I was thinking, well, I could kind of see if this I think it was like 30 something at the time for bidding, but 50, buy it now. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna try it, I'm just gonna buy it now because I'm sure someone else would instead. So I did. Looking at the front of the box, we have Captain America, Sam Wilson, the Winter Soldier. We have some other version of Captain America. He looks, I think, more of a SHIELD variant. The really retro version of him, and a really retro version of, I think, Peggy. And then we have Captain America, because there's only 5 heroes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think it's like that Spider-Man, the Paint the Town Red expansion, where, yeah, you have the other characters, but Spider-Man's like the main center of it, even though he was released earlier on. Looking at the side of the box, we have his head, the body, and a shield. The top we have, that was a pretty good picture. Was the one we saw? No, they're both the same. So celebrate Captain America's 75th anniversary in this new legendary expansion. In the latest expansion for the critically acclaimed deck building game, Captain America is joined by several of his allies, such as Sam Wilson and Agent X-13, not to mention 1941 Cap himself. Build your heroic deck to fend off the latest masterminds, Baron Heinrich Zemo and Armin Zola. New keywords and mechanics await in the latest from Legendary, a Marvel deck building game. The Cap 75th expansion includes the following: 100 playable cards, 5 heroes, 2 masterminds, 2 villain groups, 4 all new schemes, and a rule sheet. Pretty awesome. Let's take a look inside. Everything feels pretty good so far. I was gonna say, here is the rule sheet. Nice blue. Yeah. So yeah, we do have Avengers in here, but we also have SHIELD characters as well. Agent X-13 Betsy Ross was an FBI agent, adventurer, and military operative who fought evil alongside Captain America and his sidekick Bucky in 1941 as a precursor to the SHIELD of today. Steve Rogers, the original Captain America, now strives to protect the entire world as director of SHIELD. So that kind of goes over 2 of the members, and now that while Steve Rogers is no longer Captain America, he's a director of SHIELD. The person who is now Captain America is, Sam Wilson. There you go. And then Bucky is not part of any team. He's part of that no team like Howard the Duck. We have a new mechanic called Man and Woman Out of Time. After you use this card's abilities, set it aside. At the beginning of your next turn, play this card a second time and then discard it. It's pretty good. Then we have another one called Savior. This keyword ability on heroes and villains reward you for saving the innocent. It means use this ability if you have at least 3 bystanders in your victory pile. Some characters just give you bystanders, like I think Jean Grey from Dark City. Like, you can just, for example, save your draw card, and if you're using Jean Grey, who gives you a bunch of them, just free draw card. So that's really cool. And drawing cards is always a good thing. I'm sure there's other abilities that add attack or recruitment points, but this is pretty cool. If a hero card rescues a bystander, that bystander counts towards any savior ability on that hero. Sweet. Then we have Abomination. That means this villain gets plus attack equal to the printed attack of the hero in the HQ space under this villain's city space. So whatever's underneath it, it gains it. And if they have, what is it, Ultimate Abomination, means this mastermind gets attack equal to the total printed of all heroes. That's going to be crazy high. Unless you have all recruiting dudes or ones that don't do any sort of attack or recruitment and have some other effect. Card clarification. You can read that if you want to. Pause that there. Yeah, actually, I'm low-key on this, but I am actually super psyched to have this because this was the one expansion I had kind of thought I would never get. So I'm really happy to have gotten it and not opened it right. I don't think it would have been an unboxing by me if I didn't mess up the actual unpacking of the deck. First up, we have Aerial Catch, Captain America, the Falcon version, who actually rescues a bystander. There's 5 of those, as per the common. The other common, Winged Salvation, who has Savior, so if you have 3 bystanders in your victory pile, you get +2 attack, so that's pretty strong. I like that. For his uncommon, we have Flying Shield Block. Oh, this guy stops you from gaining a wound and getting a bystander instead. So, you know what? That plays into the other one really well. Let's see if it plays into the rare. Star Spangled Hero, Captain America Falcon, 7 cost, an Avenger, 0+ recruit, 0+ attack. You get +2 attack for each hero class you have. Savior, you get +2 recruit for each hero class you have. So, wow, those really stack up. It's a really good start. We have the first comment for Steve Rogers, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. International Strike Force. And sticking with Captain America, or at least Steve Rogers' gimmick, is getting stuff for each hero class you have. So he benefits from having multiple different ones because he works as a team. He works with other people. The next common, Reassigned to Civilian Duty. Wow, if you play a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. cards, which the basic cards are S.H.I.E.L.D. cards, so that's actually not that hard to get. Cool. Shadow of Wars Past. That's the uncommon. Savior, mana out of time. You'll be able to save it and use it next turn. Pretty. And the rare. Save the World. Steve Rogers, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. 8 cost. It's a S.H.I.E.L.D. card. 4+ attack. Rescue a bystander. Savior, you get +3 attack, so it goes up to 7. I mean, that's fine. It's nothing crazy, but it's good. Ooh, the Winter Soldier. His first common is Bionic Arm. Cool. Sniper Nest. Draw a card. That's good. Mana out of time if you play another tech card. You know what? That seems pretty good. KGB Training. Ooh, I like that. There's a lot of attack going on here. Some good training he got. And for the rare, we have 2 is greater than 4. Winter Soldier. 7 cost. No team affiliation. 4 attack. A hero in your hand gains mana out of time this turn. If you played a tech card before this one, another hero in your hand gains mana out of time this turn. That is really good and sets you up for an even stronger next turn. Love it. First up, for Captain America 1941, we have Devoted Patriot. That's super fun. Love the artwork on it. Then we have Storm the Beachhead. Captain America 1941. Who doesn't love this? This is great. It looks great. I love it. For the uncommon, Liberate the Prisoners. If you played an Avenger before, rescue a bystander. Savior, draw a card. So one plays into the other. So that's really cool. Who's not going to love this one? We have Punch Evil in the Face. Captain America 1941, an Avenger, of course. 8 cost, 5 attack. Savior, man out of time. So you can just say you can just use it next turn too. Really, really good. For the last hero, we have Agent X13, Sniper Squad. So it looks like it takes a lot, but that's not that hard to accomplish. I think even with a starting hand, you can accomplish this, so that's fine. Paramilitary Ops. Get +1 for each other S.H.I.E.L.D. hero you have played this turn that costs 1 or more. Okay, so this one's a little harder to do. You'll have to get a few of them. Because it's cost 1 or more, basic cards are cost 0, so they wouldn't count. Ooh, Spy Network. That one's pretty cool. Choose 1, gain a S.H.I.E.L.D. officer. which if you use the special officers, you could get something more than just 2 recruitment points. Or you get +2 attack if you played a red card before that, Woman Out of Time, so you just play it next turn. Really good. And for the rare, we have Mobilize for War, Agent X13. 7 cost, it's a shield card, instinct, 4+ attack, KO up to 2 shield heroes from your hand and or discard pile. This is really good for getting rid of those like basic cards that end up doing nothing but clog up your hand. Savior, for each card KO'd, this way you get +1 attack, and then it just stacks up. That's so good. This can go up to 6 attack and get rid of resources that are no longer good for you. I gotta say, I love the more comic booky look of 1941 Cap, and even Winter Soldier looks good. I kind of wane when I get to Steve Rogers, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. It looks a little too realistic to me, but I mean, this is coming from the guy that actually likes the MCU cards, so. Okay, for the first Mastermind, we have Baron Heinrich Zemo. Take a look at him right there, +9 attack. Whenever you fight a villain, you may use 2 stars to rescue a bystander, and he gets +9 attack unless you are a savior. Wow, okay. He always leads the Masters of Evil, World War II. Master Strike, each player KOs a bystander from their victory pile. Any player who cannot do so gains a wound. Wow, that's crazy. There's no epic version, so it's just him. Hatred for the Avengers, that's his first Master Strike. Fight. For each of your Avenger heroes, rescue a bystander, so that's good. Prisoners of War. Fight. Each other player reveals an Avenger hero or chooses a bystander from their victory pile, and you rescue that bystander. Finding Zemo, reveal the top 5 cards of the villain deck. If you reveal any bystanders, KO them, and each other player gains a wound. Put the rest back in any random order. Fallen Idols. Each other player that is not a savior discards a card. For the Masters of Evil, World War II, villain group, we have the Black Knight, who I didn't know was a bad guy at one point. The Executioner, which I thought was in Asgard stuff, but I guess he was also a bad guy in World War II. The Melter, who I just love the fact that he just has this thing in his chest that just shoots out a blast, not unlike Havoc. Ooh, here's a good one. Radioactive Man. That one seems pretty apt for World War II. It's pretty cool. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, there are 2 Black Knights. First, Mastermind and Villain Group. Second up, we have Armin Zola, who I guess is supposed to be for 1941 Cap, since they have very similar artwork. Baron Zemo doesn't look to have the same art style as him, so I'm going to say this Armin Zola goes with him. Baron Zemo goes with, I guess, any of the rest of them, more so. Anyway, we have Armin Zola. He has Ultimate Abomination, which is going to make him really hard to fight. He always leads Zola's creations. Makes sense. He has 6+ attack. Master Strike. For each hero in the HQ that has less than 2 printed attack, put the hero on the bottom of the hero deck, and each player discards a card of that hero's cost. Ooh, wow. Dominate the Weak. Fight. Player of your choice gains a hero from the HQ that has less than 2 printed attack. Okay. Crush Pacifist Resistance. KO up to 2 of your heroes that have less than 2 printed attack. Pet Projects. Each other player reveals a Zola creation villain from their victory pile or gains a wound. Computer Uploaded Genius. Each other player reveals a tech hero or discards a card. Wow, okay. First up for Zola's creations, we have Captain Zolandia, who just looks crazy. It's funny. Got 2 of those to contend with. We got Doughboy. Not sure I know much about Doughboy, but he looks frightening. We've got the Manfish himself. I actually really like the way he looks. Wow. Ooh, Primus. It's really rad. I love the art style for these older ones. Okay, for these schemes, we have the Unbreakable Enigma Code. 6 twists. Twist 1 to 5. Put a card from the hero deck face down next to the scheme as part of the Enigma Code. Mix up those cards face down. When you get 6 twists, evil wins. Special rules. Whenever you fight a villain, you may pay 1 star to look at one of the face down Enigma cards. When you fight the Mastermind, guess the color of each Enigma card, then reveal them. If you guessed right, fight the Mastermind as normal. If not, your turn ends and mix up the Enigma cards face down. Oh no! Wow, that's going to make it really hard. It's going to be like Simon Says. We're going to look at them and then you have to guess and remember which one was what, or at least what is it, the color? So you're going to have to remember the color, which kind of sucks. And that means even if you have enough attack, if you like mess up, or even if you didn't buy anything, Your turn just ends. It's just like negate attacks you. Wow, okay. I'm going to say that's probably Armanzola. He seems like more of the intellectual type. Go back in time to slay heroes' ancestors. See, we have 9 twists, 8 heroes in the hero deck. Twist, put a hero from the HQ next to the scheme, purged from the timeline. Special rules. Whenever a hero is in the HQ whose hero name has been purged from the time stream, KO that hero. Evil wins when the hero deck runs out. Wow, that one sucks, but it's not, I don't know if that's harder than the Enigma code or not. Going back in time, that's a tough one. I feel almost like that would be Baron Zemo. I might be wrong, but I'm going to say that for now. Brainwash the military. I might use this one for my legendary MCU video of Winter Soldier. Not sure yet, but I might. 7 twists, add 12 shield officers to the villain deck. Special rules. Shield officers in the villain deck are villains. Their attack is 3 plus the number of twists stacked next to the scheme. When you defeat a shield officer, treat it as a hero. Twist 1 to 6. Stack this twist next to the scheme as a traitor battalion. Play another card from the villain deck. Twist 7. All shield officers in the city escape. Evil wins when 5 shield officers have escaped. It's pretty cool. Brainwashing the military. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to say Zemo. Although, since I don't know much about either, it could be Armanzola. But he seems more... I don't know. It feels like it's not him, but we'll see the last one. Change the outcome of World War II. 7 twists. Add an extra villain group. Twist. The Axis invades a new country. Put all villains and bystanders from the city on the bottom of the villain deck. The number of city spaces changes. Play 2 cards from the villain deck. If any villains escape this country, stack a twist next to the scheme as a conquered capital. Twist 1, Poland has 4 spaces. Twist 2, France has 3 spaces. Twist 3, USSR has 6 spaces. Twist 4, England has 3 spaces. Twist 5, USA has 5 spaces. Twist 6, Australia has 2 spaces. Twist 7, Switzerland has 1 space. And evil wins when 3 capitals have been conquered. Wow, that's crazy and very creative way of doing this. Very different. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's the one that looks like the 1941 art, changing the outcome of World War II, and give it to Armanzola. So to recap, Armanzola, we gave the Unbreakable Enigma code and changed the outcome of World War II. Then for Baron Heinrich Zemo, we gave Go Back in Time to Slay Heroes' Ancestors and Brainwash the Military. Well guys, that's it for Legendary Captain America 75th Anniversary Expansion. Which was your favorite hero? I think mine is probably the Captain America 1941, just the art alone looks really cool. And what do you guys think of how I paired up the schemes to the masterminds? Do you think it was good? How would you have done it? If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.